Are we on? Okay, we're on. What's going on, you guys? It's Keenan Briggs, sports consultant and mentor. And today's conversation in this video, you're going to learn about what to do between jumps. Now, specifically, I mean between each individual jump. Let's say you're a varsity athlete and you have 4 jumps. Well, what do you do? Okay. I'm going to break down this in specific detail for you guys through the 14 different steps. All right. So first thing is going to be understanding mentally what you should be doing, the mental aspect of it. Okay. It's having control over the things coming into your mind, right? When you are in a space to where maybe you're nervous because the nation's top jumper is there, the best person in league is jumping, or they were talking trash, whatever it is, you got to make sure that you're thinking things that are positive towards your success in the competition. Forget about the last jump, forget about what's coming forward. Right now, I'm just enjoying this overall place that I'm in. So control every single thought that comes into mind. Next thing is go when you're ready. A lot of times, athletes are in a rush and they're trying to get things done really fast. Don't get on the runway unless you are mentally prepared to jump your lifetime best jump right now. Simple. Jump when you are ready. Even if they're saying we got to hurry up, tell them, wait, hold on. I have X amount of time. It used to be a minute. It went down to 30 seconds and then they moved it around. But either way, make sure that you understand your rules wherever you're at and you have that much time to get your jump started. Okay. All right. So the next one is have fun. So many athletes are they're perfectionists. And I used to be that same person. When you're jumping, you're competing with the goal to achieve your best jump. Like a scientist, you can't expect to say, I'm going to try to figure out the cure for cancer. And I'm going to try once. And if I don't get it, I'm going to be frustrated. It doesn't work that way. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, especially if you're new to the event. Just go do whatever you do. Make the mistakes. Why? Because you can now see the mistakes and then make the adjustments moving forward. Okay. So mentality is going to be enjoy what you're doing because the honest answer, majority of you guys are not going to be competing past high school. So since that's a possible reality, then go have fun and enjoy and know that if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, you only have so many track meets left. So enjoy. Okay. Next is the physical aspect. Okay. So this is what we do, my club team specifically. Whenever my jumpers are 5 jumpers away, as in there's, if you're in line, like a lot of high schoolers, there's a long line of jumpers waiting. Okay. Then when you're 5 jumpers away, you want to tell the person behind you or in front of you, say, hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to do a stride real quick. So what you should be doing when you're 5 jumpers away is you should be doing gallops, which is a video right here somewhere. Okay. Do a few of those and also a stride. Never just get up and run. Also, don't stand up between jumps. Sit down. Okay. You want to make sure that you do a couple things, which I'll get into next. So when you're 5 jumpers away, move away from the jump area. I don't care what the coaches say. Get yourself warmed up. Okay. Do your gallops, 2 or 3 of them, and then do a stride. I'll leave that alone. There's a lot more to that. But okay, the next one is legs up. What does this mean? It means if you can, put your legs on a bench and you're going to lay on your back. Ooh. You're going to lay on your back with your legs straight up in the sky. What this does is it actually flushes the blood out of your feet and legs. And then when you stand up, it goes right back. So it's a way to kind of get blood flow in your legs as you're doing your thing. Don't have your legs up too long. Just have them up for maybe 30 seconds to a minute and then move around from there. But don't pace back and forth. Just make sure that you're loose and ready to go in competition. Okay. The next thing is with your spikes. There's a lot of things you can do. So for myself, I used to jump without socks. That didn't work out too good. Okay, so what I would do is I would take my spikes off, dump all the sand out, and then put them back on. Then after a while, I started wearing crew socks, which is way better. If you don't wear socks, something's wrong. Okay, but I would have crew socks, and then I would need to kind of like dust off my socks and then go again from there. Either way, I like to have, well, personally, I like to have a nice snug tied shoe each time. And I know that each jump, I want to have the same type of feeling in my feet versus the first jump versus the last jump. The shoelaces might kind of loosen up. I don't know. But either way, make sure they're tied and you're good to go. Next one is going to be watch. This means pay attention. Okay. There are so many times where athletes, they jump, they do really well, and then they leave and they come back and realize, oh, I got third. I thought I won because you're not paying attention. Also, when you're paying attention, when athletes jump a big mark, you're going to say, got it. I'm going to jump better on this next one. Or somebody might do something that sparks up energy that makes you jump even better, right? Put yourself in a competitive state. It's a competition, right? I don't understand why people would sit there and they're quiet, ask for a clap, tell your teammates to come watch you. If you're allowed videos anywhere near where you are, take videos, like just bring more life to what you're doing because you work too hard. So make sure that people are seeing it. Make sense? Pay attention to what's happening. Next is going to be sweats on. Put your sweats on between every single jump. Okay. This means you have to wear sweatpants that allow your shoes and your spikes to get in and out your pants, right? Maybe it has a zipper or whatnot. The reason why you want to wear sweats is because you want to keep your body temperature consistent. If it's a very hot day, you have light sweats to make sure you stay hot or elevated in heat. If it's a cold day, you should be wearing your gear to make sure you stay warm because it's easy to sit down for 5-10 minutes and get cold. Okay. A lot of you guys are competing in open pits, which I don't like. So make sure that you organize this certain thing a certain way. If you're a senior or a junior, upperclassman, then tell the freshman to stand in line for you while you go do all your things to stay warm and get back in line. If you're a freshman, I mean, just stay warm and make sure you do the thing for the seniors and juniors on your team. Okay. All right. Sweats on. Next is going to be the pro tip. This is what's really important that a lot of athletes don't really understand. And most meets don't have this, but at the higher levels, it's very important to know this. The pro tip is going to be the wind gauge. A wind gauge, for those who don't know, it measures the amount of wind aiding your jump. If it's a negative wind, it doesn't matter. I mean, negative wind meaning headwind. But typically, if you're running to a positive wind, then if you were to break a record, then that jump will not count for broken records. If it's 2.1 miles per hour or more, the mark doesn't count for record purposes. But if you're on the board with the 4.8 wind and you jump 10 feet better than you normally do, the mark still counts. It's just a wind aided jump. Okay. So what I mean by this is you want the most amount of wind possible. You want as much as you can. But if you're trying to get a qualifying mark, if you're trying to break a record, then anything over 2.0 will not count. But I'd rather have those big marks also because it's pretty cool to see your name next to a number that says, I jumped 10 feet better than I always do this one time. So what? Take it. Okay. College coaches know that it's a wind aided mark. They understand which areas of the country have more wind. So don't think just because you had this big jump with a high wind that they're going to say, oh, this person jumps this far, let me recruit them. That's not how that works. But what I'll say is this also. Let's say there's a negative wind, right? You want to be aware of the wind because when you're in competition, that might be what's hurting your performance. If you're behind the board or over the board, knowing the wind is very important to make sure that you and your coach can get on the right page to make sure that you have a successful competition. So that's more of the physical piece. But either way, knowing this piece is back to the mental piece and having fun. So the last thing is, if you enjoyed this video, I have so many more details on how to improve. I have a specific elite jumper checklist, which goes through everything you need from spikes, which spikes to get, what to eat, mentality, so much more. There's pretty much everything that all my athletes have as resources that they have to be successful is going to be given to you guys for free. It's a free download. It's 27 pages of information, and it's a workbook, meaning it's designed for you to learn and apply these specific things. And if you're looking for specific teaching on how to improve technically, I have a whole new thing, a whole nother process of that. It's called the Jump 101 Virtual Training Program. And it breaks down in detail from the beginning to end of how to long jump and triple jump with the drills, workouts, everything you need. It's a must pick up. No matter if you have a coach or don't have a coach, just understanding what to do is going to help you become a better student athlete and also perform at your best ability because you understand what to do and how to do it. Either way, if you have questions, make sure you comment them below. Let me know your PRs this year and if this video has